Hello guys, this is Goodlike, and this is the 20 subscriber special. Kind of. As you can see, I have managed to reach 20 subscribers. That is a lot of subscribers. I mean, if you have more subscribers, that's probably not that many from your perspective, but from my perspective, that is a lot of subscribers. I've never really had that many subscribers. And why do a special for 20? Well, it's special because when we hit 20 subscribers on the same day, not a few moments later, we hit 21! That is insane. That is a lot of subscribers. Honestly, I don't know. Sometimes I really don't think that I'm doing anything interesting or fun. Pessimistic. All pessimistic on you. But apparently I am, so otherwise people wouldn't subscribe. So I really hope you enjoy the videos that I make. I really do. I hope that wasn't making noise. I know it was making noise, and now there's gonna be noise all over my video, like over every single video. You have no idea how much editing I have to do to edit out all the friggin' noise. I don't mean the noise that actually remains in the videos. I gotta remove that because it's overlapping with my voice. But there's just tons of noise. Alright, must not move my legs. Focus! Focus. Come on. Slap myself. Okay. So, I really want to thank you for subscribing and sticking around. I know that at least 9 of those 21 subscribers are just either my own channels where I upload other stuff, or random people I already knew from before. But still, it's really cool. It's really cool. I love you guys. I love you. And if you're male, no homo. Now, I'd like to ask you one thing. I'm not exactly sure which one of my shows that I do, the LPs, is the one you want to see. At the moment, from what I've managed to gather, the best response was from Postal 2, but, you know, maybe you're just shy, and the only guys that are watching Postal 2 are not shy or something. So what I'd like you to do is to like and comment on videos that you want to see more of. For example, if you enjoy the BGA LP, go find the latest BGA video, like it, comment, say something, I want more of this, this is good stuff. Now if you don't like it, you should probably also comment and say, this sucks, why are you doing this, why are you wasting your time and my time. Yeah, do that too. It's all good. It's all good. Better bad feedback than no feedback at all. Right. With that out of the way, I'd like to move on to the main subject of this special. As you can see in the background, at least I hope you can. God damn it, I hope I didn't forget to add the video footage. That would be rubbish. There should be World of Warcraft footage of me doing BRD on my druid. Now, I'm going to be quitting WoW. Yes, I'm going to be quitting it soon, very soon. Why, do you wonder? Well, there are a few reasons for that, but I think the best way to sum it all up is that it's not worth the money anymore. Yes, I think that is the best way to explain what is wrong with the game, is that there's nothing wrong with the game. I just don't want to pay for it anymore. It's just not acceptable from my perspective to pay for what I get. Because what I get is, well, what? LFR runs? Random new alts? No more Dragon Soul because half of my guild quit. And to be honest, even if they hadn't, I just have stupid Dragon Soul with 30% buff or something. I don't even know how high it is right now. I know I did the heroic... Goddamn dog. I know I did the heroic Dragon Soul when it was 15%. Oh my god, dog, if you're going to make much noise, I'm gonna be angry. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you! I dare you to make noise. I dare you. I dare you. This is why I don't want to be here. This is why I want to go home. Look at this noise! Just go away. Just go away. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Yes, lay down. Back to the subject at hand. So yeah, I'll be quitting. I don't want to pay for it. It's not worth the money. And why isn't it worth the money? Well, I think the main points that I want to make here are the following. First of all, there's way too many changes that have made the game simply too easy for the likes of me. You may say, oh, but you have defeated Dragon Soul Heroic Deathwing Madness without buff or something. Or naked. Yes, also naked. You haven't defeated him naked. That's also a thing. The thing is, even if I want to do that, I can't. Right? I need to find at least 9 other people who would be also interested in doing that. That's not gonna happen. At least not in my server. And honestly, I really don't want to go to other servers because that also costs a lot of money. Like $25 for a friggin' transfer or something. I don't even remember. That's a lot of money. I'm not spending $25 for a slight chance of maybe getting what I want. Maybe. And then only to realize it was shit anyways and wasn't worth my time. Specifically, I mean, I could just level a new character. That's possible, but that would take a lot of time, effort, and would bore me to hell. I am leveling my druid right now, and it is boring. Oh, you have no idea how boring it is. You know why? Because all it takes is I go up to the quest dudes, pick up the quest that half of which I already know because I've done every single quest in the game on my main character. Another half of which I already know because I've done every single quest from that area on my main character after Cataclysm. And every single thing that I want to kill dies within 4 button presses. Which is actually about 20 button presses because only every 5th button press actually falls within the global cooldown. There's no elites. There's no special abilities. Nothing. There's no grouping involved. I think that's really bad. Sure, you can level by yourself. I don't have anything against leveling by yourself at all. Like, level by yourself if you want. My problem is that everything now can be done by yourself. There is nothing absolutely that would require group effort beside dungeons. And that makes all those zones really dull. I mean, you could say that back in the day you couldn't find people for it, but really you could then just put the quest off till later. Who says you need to do that quest right now? You don't. Even now you wouldn't need to do all the quests. So, well, whatever. Whatever. I'd rather have my group quests, and my challenge, and my random crazy attempts to kill elite mobs by myself on some crappy spec, which I had back in TBC. Back in TBC. Back in friggin' TBC when I leveled a friggin' paladin in Holy by myself. And I went against elite mobs with rubbish gear, and it was the most ridiculous challenge I've ever had. It was fun. Fun times. I didn't find people, I went after them myself. I didn't even look for people. Screw people. I like to do elite quests by myself, and it's fun. It's fun. It's good stuff. Another thing I really dislike is the general consensus of people against challenge. Like, so few people actually are interested in doing anything that is remotely challenging in the game. And I don't mean challenging just because, oh, it's harder, but in the sense that it would challenge what they can actually accomplish through actions rather than through gear. Because a lot of people, what they do is that, like, this has been a thing from back in friggin' Wrath of the Lich King, when we barely leveled to 80 and we went to heroics. We had even really good group, like it was a guild group almost. And I said, let's do this achievement. I have an idea. Like, we wiped a few times and then I had an idea, which actually turned out to be pretty much the real way to do. I mean, I didn't have the entire plan, but I had the basic idea right. I'm speaking of the boss in the Nexus, the elemental guy who spawns a bunch of dudes and goes immune. So my idea was, when he does that, we would just run away. And it actually works. I mean, I didn't know it would work properly because the damage, well, what he does is he spawns a portal which does damage to the closest person. We didn't know it was the closest person, obviously, because it was like the first time we did it or something. And obviously, if everybody just stands behind a tank, you just spam heal the tank, tank picks up everything. That achievement wasn't too difficult if you knew what you were doing. And I'm sure we would have figured it out in a few more tries. But the people couldn't be arsed. No, well, of course they wouldn't be arsed. They would just say, oh no, we you know what we'll do? We'll go to do all these raids, we'll gear up, overgear this entire instance, and then we'll come back and do it. And this kind of idea has been going on, like, since Wrath of the Lich King, and maybe even from before. Just before you didn't really have achievements or anything, so you couldn't really pronounce it. I mean, personally, I don't really care about the achievements. It's not about the achievements, it's just about challenging yourself, doing something difficult for a change. And I didn't have a lot of that for a really long time. It is getting even worse, and they're doing it even worse. When did I lose trust with Blizzard? I think the time when they nerfed Firelands. Like, this was one of the best in your face moments ever, because in patch 4.1 I think, or was it 4.2, but basically before Firelands they nerfed the normal tier level. They didn't nerf the heroics. And you know, the main argument of all people who were for this, they said, oh, well, they didn't nerf heroics, so you're fine. So, what's the problem, you know? You still have your challenge. What's your problem, man? What's your problem? And, here comes Firelands, not even done with the friggin' Firelands patch, halfway through the patch, 20% nerf to both normal and heroic. It's like, seriously? You really did that? The funniest thing was that I came back on the week of the nerf. Basically, I came back right after the nerf. The nerf happened. The next day I actually went to the first file raid I've ever had, because I had quit before that. I came back because I really didn't have what to do, and the guild needed another person. So screw it. Screw it! My PC was still rubbish. I couldn't really do anything. Fine. I'll come. Whatever. I have the time. I have the money. Fine. One last time, I'll humor you. Or you humor me. I don't know how that goes anymore. And it was nerfed. And when we started the instance and did the first ball, I thought, hey, are we doing some normal or something? Because that's how easy it was. It's pathetically easy. I barely read up on fights, I'll be honest. I don't like reading up about shit. I don't enjoy it. It's not fun for me. I do it when I really have to. When I have to, I do it. When I don't have to, I don't do it. And even though I didn't have much experience with Firelands, I didn't have any, because I hadn't done it before, I didn't find much trouble at all following stuff. The only reason I had trouble was because the tactics explanations in our guild are pathetic. Pathetic. It's just horrible. I don't think half of the guild really knew what they were doing anyway. Let's not talk about that. This is completely irrelevant at the moment to this whole point why I'm quitting. Well, I guess the final real point was where this escalated to the point where half of the guild quit after we killed Heroic Deathwing. It was a dick move because one of the people that was raiding with the guild couldn't come on Sunday. It was Wednesday, and she couldn't come on Sunday. So I replaced her for that particular run, for the most part. You see, I took her place on Madness, and we killed it in 2 tries. It was piss easy with 15%. It was a joke. And on Sunday, we did Ragnar's Heroic. It was either Sunday or Monday, I don't remember exactly. And when we did that, they just quit. Half of the guild just quit. They said, oh yeah, we cleared everything we wanted to, basically, and they picked up and quit. And they don't care about challenge. They don't care that there's Deathwing without buff. They'd gladly do Deathwing without buff if there wasn't Deathwing with buff. That's the entire issue to me, where the anger and everything stems from. They would be totally fine and enjoying trying this difficult boss. They wouldn't have any problem facing the challenge. But since there is a slightly less challenging version, which is less challenging by just a bit of help, they just don't care anymore. That makes me sad. And that is basically this kind of thinking, this kind of way of playing, and the fact that Blizzard supports it is basically the reason why I've quit. Well, why I've quit wanting to pay money for this game. If it becomes free to play, which it never will, of course, why would it? Why would it? There's still millions that pay for it. Why would it become free to play? That's stupid. But if it would ever become free to play, I might come back. But I don't think I could ever consider that game more than a glorified chat. I really doubt I could give it more value. I'm sure there are people out there who enjoy it and actually are challenged by it. That's fine. Have your fun, enjoy. But you're not gonna see me there. I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing, because I'd just be angry with you. I'd be angry with you, because you'd be rubbish. Only because you would probably try to do something like, oh, heroic mode of the last boss, and you just die over and over again to something really simple. Bye. Whatever. Whatever. So, you might ask, what of it? Yeah, you're quitting WoW. Well, what of it? I'm not just going to quit WoW. There's gonna be a short, semi-short, series on WoW dungeons. I'm going to go through every dungeon in TBC, right? Raid in TBC, Dungeon Wrath of the Lich King, Raid in Wrath of the Lich King, and the old Cataclysm Heroics. At the appropriate levels for the Heroics and whatever for raids. And try to remember the good old times. Yeah, basically just try to remember my experiences with those instances, and that's the reason why I'm leveling my friggin' druid, because it's like level. It was the character closest to 70. It was 31. Everything else was already like 85 or 80, which is a bit meh. At least I won't need to level to 80. I'll have my priest ready for that, so it's gonna be cool. But the rest of instances are gonna be a pain. Yeah, we'll try achievements, of course, because we like challenge. We like to challenge ourselves. The hardest of most ridiculous nonsense. That's why I play Osu. And those videos are probably gonna be slightly dull, I'll be honest. I'll try to make the best of them, but let's be honest, they're gonna be a full instance run, and there's only so much I can really do to make that fun. But don't worry, I will never release those videos as the only content of the day. If you see a WoW video, it most likely means that there's another video coming shortly after. And that is why they will not be coming until I come back home. I will film them before that, but most of them will come after I come home, when I actually have my proper internet and I can actually upload them left and right as I please. This is gonna be awesome. If you by any chance desire to do level 70 heroics, level 80 heroics, or old level 85 heroics with the appropriate level, you can always just and you play World of Warcraft, and you play in EU Storm Rage, the European Storm Rage is what I'm saying, and you're Alliance, and you're not a healer, yeah, then, and you're watching my videos. Like, that's so unlikely, but there we go. If you do, if all of those are true, whisper me. You can see my name in the video in the top left corner, I think. That's the character. I'm online all the time now, and we'll hook up and do some hardcore dungeoneering, like the good old times. Right. This video has gone on for long enough. It's gonna take a fucking bajillion of years to upload as it is, so I'm gonna cut it off here. I'd like to thank you again for subscribing to me. Thank you for watching my videos, and I'll see you later.